Today I'm feeling strong after lifting all those stones, and I'm going to get on and get this barked garden finished. So I've got quite a bit to do. I'm going to start with cutting back this retaining wall that was never really finished. I didn't put it in, it was already here when I bought the property, so it's been like this for a really long time. I always check to make sure that there's no movement in the blade and that none of the teeth are chipped, and I always give it a test start before I run it. I start by setting the blade depth so that the blade is just the right depth to cut through the timber, so I don't cut into anything that I shouldn't. I'm going to South Auckland to a place where I can get some bark, where I can bag it myself, and it's a lot cheaper. It's only about $25 for half a cubic metre, which is almost free. And I will bag it into bags that I've already got, and using a tarp as well. So they're pretty good out there. They let me put down a tarpaulin. Usually I've done it a few times. I did think that I wouldn't need to be going out there again, so hopefully they don't mind. They do have usually trailers and trucks that go in there, so I am a little bit different and a little bit in the way, but I'm pretty quick. So I head out there now and go and get it. It's quite a drive. So I have got a wild bean, world famous in New Zealand, probably, sausage roll.
she remembers me, which I don't know if it's a good thing or not. She's like, are you going to load it into bags again? I'm not in their way, there's nobody else here. So anyway, I'm doing it. Feels good to get all this in there, and even the front seat is still spare. That was half a cubic metre of mulch of this big pile here. I've filled in some bare spots with some extra bark. Hopefully it goes silver like the rest of it, although I do like the colour of it fresh. It looks quite nice. So that's the bark all down. Over the back there I've still got a little bit more bark to spread around, which that framing there was the old cat garden. So when I've pulled out those posts and things, it can go in and fill in any bare spots. I've added a little bit extra bark in around here. All of this bark I have brought back with my car. These are two feijoa plants that I brought home quite some time ago, and they got a little bit stunted sitting in their bags, but as you can see they take off very easily, and every year I prune them back really hard and they come back all lush with foliage like this and a whole lot of fruit. They're absolutely delicious. They're a bit of a kiwi favourite, so check out what feijoas are if you've never had one. I used to have a blackberry bush along this fence line here, but it wasn't very it just never looked very good. It was a bit of a mess, so there's still a stick from it by the look of it. I actually poisoned it off to get rid of it. This here is an avocado tree that I have grown from a seed. It actually grew really well. It took off and did a lot better once I planted it. And it seems to really like this spot, even though we have very clay soils here. So it's actually done quite well. And the grapevine I was told wouldn't last very long, but it seems very happy too, and we get some green grapes. I wanted red, but the man at the garden centre said I had to have green, that nothing else would grow, but this one has done really well. Usually I train it a little bit better than what it is and I cut it back, but I've had so many guests that I haven't actually bothered. I've spent all my time doing other things, so, and yeah. And Barry the peach tree looks like I might have lost him. I fertilised him. I'm not quite sure what happened, whether it was just too much and it burnt the roots or quite what happened, but he dropped his leaves and he dropped his fruit. You can see just in there some little dried fruit that never actually did anything. They never got to grow. The leaves fell off, the fruit shriveled. And this is Barry. And he got his name because he had a bit of a character in the car bring him home, and he kept falling forward, and my daughter, I don't know how it came, but he ended up being called Barry. So sadly it looks like we might have lost Barry. I'll leave him there just in case. He might come back next year.
If you enjoyed this video, I'd really like it if you smashed the like and hit the subscribe button for more videos to come. It really does make a difference and helps keep me going, because at the moment it's a little bit tough going. I don't know if anybody else has started a channel, but the first days, oh my goodness, so tough to actually keep going and keep pushing on with it. I'd really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.